Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fan. So, as the title suggests, Carly beats the Rico charges on General Hospital. I think that that's wrong for moderator. This was right. Rico charges beats. Alright, I guess that's fine. Well, if it turns out that it's not, then I'll just change it. Alright, let's do roll call. Get this started. We got a lot to talk about, Chad. We're going to be talking about all the soaps, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and Restless. As you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does help. Freddie's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Amy's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Lashanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Dehavin is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ronnie Ron's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Spencer, long time no see, my friend. How you doing? B Cobb is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Oh, we're gonna talk about this. Okay. As you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button. And let's just be aware that I am one person. There is 17 people in this chat. So if I miss a comment, I missed it. Just write it again or just know that eventually I'm going to get to your comment. Okay. I'm doing good, Freddie. How have you been? Haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Once again, Carly just skates by. Carly just skates by. Carly don't take no effing responsibility for anything. She just, you know, she's married to a mobster. She's gonna go down for Rico charges, but oh no, another man decided to sit there and throw himself under the bus for Carly because at the end of the day, Mika, B&B and YNO was actually B&B was okay. YNO was actually pretty decent. YNO was actually pretty decent. Kevin's in the chat. Richard's in the chat. How you doing, Richards? You're another person I've been seeing in a hot minute. Was it good? I think they do. Yeah, they do. They do. Very good one, Spencer. They do. They certainly do. It is weird. I mean, actually, never mind. It does make sense, but still, Carly beats the charges. Carly, okay, Avatar. Everyone's like a Earthbender or a Windbender. Carly's a Lawbender. Okay, Carly will find a way to sit there and twist everyone around, every circumstances around. Yeah, no, I'm good, Richard. It's like I said, it's good to see you again. He needs to lose his badge. Well, Sonny needs to go to jail. So, what do you guys say about that, Lashanta? Fran- Francis in the chat. How you doing tonight? It's funny. I was about to call your name before when I did roll call. But what's good, Francis? Good to see you. Yeah, and Sonny needs to go to jail. Sonny needs to go to jail when Sonny is taken out. Valerie's in the chat. What's good, Valerie? Kevin says, do you think Jack Brennan saved Carl? Yes. That is the running theory, Kevin. Exactly. See, Lashanta? Yep. There you go, Francis. Yep. Francis says, I want to see Sonny take out John Sonny off his rocker, and I'm loving it. I love when Sonny. Um, yeah, that is the running theory. Is that Mr. Brennan, Jack? I don't know why they call him John now. No, we already got a John. We don't need another John. No one's really calling him Jagger. I don't know why people are calling John Jagger, but let's cut that shit out. Okay? We know what Jagger looks like, and that's not him. Autumn says, Albert the judge sure told Jagger, John, like, if you don't shut up, I'm going to hold you in contempt. I died laughing. I'm like, it's about time someone told John to shut up. Quiet guy, don't hate the player, hate the game. Don't hate the player, hate the quiet guy. What's good, quiet guy? And LaShanta says, I'm over Sunday's mess. What does that even mean? Freddie says, yeah, but I didn't have the energy to be in here a couple weeks ago because I lost a friend. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. No. You got to take the time you need, Freddie. We're going to be here for you. So take the time you need. I understand. I think we all understand. It's funny too because it's funny, quiet guy, because a couple people listening to this saying, "You're a Carly hater. You hate Carly. You're a Carly hater." Like, shut the up. I don't even. I think when people sit there and say, I'm a Carly hater, they just hate the fact that I criticize Carly. Kevin says, "Do think Christina get shot instead of April?" Really? We shall see, Francis. But it is good to see. It is good to sit there and see Jack Brennan. It's good to see Mr. Brennan. Autumn says, I bet Steffi should listen to Hope because she was really trying. Exactly, Autumn. And that's the thing. This rap, I sat there, was like, you know what? You want to be a bitch, so that's what happens. I don't use that term normally, but you want to sit there and be all bitchy to Hope when Hope was sitting there trying to give you a passport. Now she's on the runway looking stupid, looking like a damn clown, while Tom Arnold is like, check your pockets. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Richard. I do. Here's the thing, Richard. I call all my favorites. I've called Sonny out multiple times. Um I called Sonny out multiple times. When I say Richard, no one is spared the rod. No one is spared the rod. Goddamn right, Nicob. I'm gonna let him have it and then some. I'm gonna let him have it and then some. Eagle Fang says rename this show Carly Apprentice because it's the only character to care about on this show. Jason wasted 2 or 3 years from his family. If this entire problem can be taken care with Sonny. Yeah. Yes, Molly. I mean, yes, Francis. I'm so happy that Molly actually got a backbone. No, I don't. Uh, Kyrie's Clark, the one and only. No, I don't. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna get killed. He may be hurt, but he's not gonna be killed. Leo is too much of a staple on that show to get killed off. So no. Richard says, I know, Albert. I see you spitting facts. I do what I can, Richard, but you know how it is. You say something against somebody's favorite, they're gonna call you a hater. And I get it, Richard. I've been on that side of the table. I've been just an audience member, so I get it. So it's just funny to me, Richard. Lily, what's good, Lily? I hope all is well with you. It's good to see you, Lily. Let's everyone say what's up to Lily in the chat. Ron says I've enjoyed the body and soul episode, but Hetty can act. Where is the writers? It's actually really funny, Ron. Haiti was like, okay, I'll read your script. Where's your script at? What's good, Gemini? You think that Curtis, you think that when he's coming back? That's right, Kyrie's the one and only. Kyrie, are you live streaming tonight? I checked your community tab early. I didn't see anything. So, Darby, what's good, Darby? Okay, see, I don't think that. I mean, I don't think that one is coming back. So, I'll double check to see. Oh, okay. Cool. Yes, I just saw it, Kyrie. I went on your channel. I just saw it. Freddie says, Albert, I'm glad Molly stood her ground. To Jag, I'm so sick of him. And finally, the writers had Molly acknowledge that Sonny is her uncle. Well, they've acknowledged that Sonny. She's acknowledged that Sonny is her uncle before. She doesn't do it often, but she did actually acknowledge that. She does acknowledge it. But like I said, oh, Eagle fan, yeah, you saw how Katie was on that laptop, and now Bill. See, here's the thing. Now Bill knows that she is oh, that she could be a liar. You know, and he's like, so wait a minute, you thought that Tom was actually Luna's father before you came to me? Yes, 33 people in the chat. I'm definitely going to sit there and hit that like button. And Lily is not a fan of. Thank you, Freddie. Lily is not a fan of the new Molly. You want the old Molly back? I feel like I need to do a video on. I need to do a video. I just found out that she's Haley got out of jail. She recently got out of jail. That's right, Spencer. Slick Rick is back. Is going to be coming back. Deluxe said that boy Brennan is a smooth criminal. Yes, it is always good to sit there and see Mr. Brennan. That those fools in the on the shows that they're calling him John. I was like, no, 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 no. We only have, we have a John. We don't need another one. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Okay, I respect it, Lily. I respect it. What are you talking about, Lashanta? The WSB is very upstanding. I mean, you honestly think they would have a fine, upstanding citizen like Mr. Brennan, the head of that corporation, if it wasn't on the up and up? Gotta keep it real, Lily. Gotta keep it real. My chat is not exactly for the faint of heart. No, Ron, you're not for that, but you're for what you call it. You're for Sheila having a baby, right? For a 7 year old woman having a baby. Yeah, okay, Ron. Let that make sense. Let that sink in. You know, Connie's super annoying. She's smart though. She's smart. I give her that. She is one smart cookie, if nothing else. Gorgeous Queen Janice in the chat. What's good, love? Happy Tuesday. Yeah, exactly, Francis. He support Sheila getting pregnant storyline. Why not? Because she's 70 years old. Fuck you mean why not? Because she's 70 years old. Ron, she's a senior citizen. Black man, what's good, my guy? Jenna said, "What's your thoughts on Brooke doing the laundry and modeling?" I miss yesterday. She was hot. Janet, she was hot. That woman has some curves. I was Janet. I was here for her. I don't know if she should be front and center, but she was hot. Shit. I think I erased that episode. I gotta go back and find it. Oh, wait. What? Wait, what did you mean you read it between the lines, Kyrie's? I'm doing good, Blackmon. I survived today, so I'm doing pretty good. Jenna says she looks good too. I don't think she should be the spokesman. Yes, exactly, Jen. It's one of the many reasons why you're so awesome, Janet. No, Francis, not that body. Arnold says anything happened on Why Not Today? I missed it. Um, actually, nothing happened. Oh, that's not true, Arnold. Jack and Kyle got into it, and Jack laid down the law on Kyle. Okay, he had enough of his shit, and he laid down the law. He called his company just like this little shitty company or whatever. Like he really went in on Kyle and his company. I think that was probably the best part. Everything else you could have missed out. That would have been fine. Curry says Bobby basically took a shot at Kanye about her weight. Oh, I gotta go back and watch that. I don't know why I didn't see it. Maybe because it was really early in the morning. I think it was like 6:30. So I think it just went over my head. Gemini said, "Yes, that's right. That's right, Gemini. Carly got off. Carly beats those charges like there's no tomorrow. She dances around charges. She spits. She laughs at the law. Gemini. The law to her is a joke, Gemini. Thank you. Gemini said Jack finally dropped the hammer on Kyle's fault behind. Yes, it was Autumn. If you can find a clip of that, that's all you need to watch. Susan R. Was good, Susan. Exactly. Yeah. Let's go, Team Carly. Let's go, Team. Not taking responsibility for our actions. Yay! That's right. You go, Carly. You beat those charges. You laugh at the law. You don't take any responsibility for your actions. Yay! And at this point, chat, you should know how I am. No one is spared the rod. And I like Carly, but this chick be skating the law like there's no goddamn tomorrow. Yes, exactly, Francis. And a lot of people in the chat said that too. Carrie says she was talking about she lays chocolate sprinkles or something like that. He said donuts and no money. It's no wonder. Oh, oh wow! They actually went there. You know what? I give Dave props for that. I do remember laughing about that, but it was so early. Like literally, I saw it like 6:30 in the morning, and I remember laughing about yo, that's so fucked up. Yo, see, Kyrie's, I knew that me sitting there yammering on about people watching Days of Our Lives to pay off sooner or later. That's right, Kevin. Men are ready to sit there and throw themselves at the mercy of the court or their lives because Carly apparently is that girl. D King says, I'm sure it was Brennan who got rid of the tape and put the stop the case. Yep, that is the popular consent. Okay, let me sit there and hit the like button since we got 33 people in the chat. No, Francis. I'm not going to get over it. I'm going to sit there and roast Carly. I'm going to roast Carly like she so rightfully deserves since she just skates through the goddamn law like it's like nothing matters. And that's, I just told you, that's some shit right there. See, that's the problem. LaShanta says she's that girl. Yeah, she's that no take responsibility girl that just lets other people sit there and do the work for her. Yeah, she wants to sit there and claim that she's a tough chick. Yeah, okay, yeah, she's that girl. Okay, I'm just gonna sit there and say this as a trigger warning. I'm gonna go on y'all girl on y'all girl Carly. Queen Becky D's in the chat. Was good. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm a little trigger warning. I'm gonna go on your girl Carly. So when Jess comes in, y'all better sit there and brace Jess for this, because yeah, she's that girl. She's that girl that sits there and acts tough, but yet have other men sit there and take the full responsibility. And um, you act tough, yeah, you have other people do your work for you. Mhm. Yeah, you're that girl. Ron says, Albert, I'm always supporting nasty, meaning that, as always, supporting nasty, meaning that stupid broke last growth. Okay, yeah, all right. Qui-Gon says she thought the law and men. She goes through the law of men like a hot knife through butter. Becky said, being here live for a change. Yes, it's good to see you, Becky. Um, I do want to apologize because I know if your girl is Carly, I'm gonna go in. To be fair, Becky, I like Carly. Okay, I like Carly, but now Carly is Brennan's girl now. Exactly, exactly. Deluxe. Gemini says now Brooke and Rich are being stalked. Damn, really? Can the writers take a few days off of Brooke's storyline? Not was she looking so damn good? And not take no damn days off. Kevin says, "What's so special about Carly?" It's a good question, Kevin. What's so special about Carly? Lashanta says, "No, you don't." I'm sorry, what'd you just say? No, I don't. Well, thank you, Queen Becky D. I do have fire for everyone. No one is spared to ride. That is my motto. So thank you for understanding that, Becky. Appreciate you. Jay Blue says, so Brennan was playing the long game. He went through all of that jail time and stabbed himself for what? What a commitment. Yeah, Mr. Brennan is that guy. Ron, I think somebody should sit there and check your damn hard drive. I think the FBI needs to sit there and look into Ron J's hard drive. What's good, Jay Blue? It's good to see you. Deluxe, I feel like she just has certain pheromones that when it gets to men's noses, they just lose their shit and their brains and logic just goes out the window. And I think that's what winds up happening. Because why the hell is Brennan hung out with Carly a couple of times, and now he's not there making sure that Carly gets off of Rico charges? What the come on? What are you doing at this point? Oh shit. It's like I can't. LaShanta says, what FBI acts like Kate's? The badass ones. The badass ones, LaShanta, the ones that comes in and takes no prisoners, that don't give an F about Jason or Sonny, and is ready to sit there and give them the smoke any day, anytime, 7 days a week. That's the kind of FBI agent. That's true. I'm pretty sure. Wait, Ron, why is that my woman? I thought Katie baby was my woman. Cause I'm all about Katie baby. Love me, Katie baby. She's a baby. I'm not sure. No, but yeah, she gets treatment like she's a damsel in distress. Oh, Deluxe says it was those jail visits that did it for him. Brennan said that Carly's a ride or die chick. That's true. That's true. I will sit there and say that. Every man needs a Letty. And if you know who Letty is, then I don't have to sit there and say it. Very true, DK. D King. Apparently, every man that loves Carly is ready to sit there and jump out of a damn window. Sonny's not right in his mind. He pushed everyone away and trusted Ava. Yeah, but he's like you say, he's not on his. He's off his meds. So I think people are forgetting that. Yeah, I felt like this shit was my ass. Tracy Steve was good, Tracy. Ron, she hasn't been drinking in a while, right? By the way, what you call is a senior citizen, Ron. I don't know what universe you want to see. Come on, Tracy. It's more than just Taco Tuesday, Tracy. Come on. Sierra's in the chat. What's good, Sierra? Let's everyone say what's up to Sierra. How are you doing tonight, Sierra? Hope all is well with you. Sierra says, I can't believe Carly got all scot free. Well, of course, Sierra. Because, like somebody said, this is the Carly, Jason, and Sonny show. And, Sierra, why should Carly have to sit there and pay for any of her crimes? When she has men willing and able and ready to sit there and jump in front of, and, Ron says Katie is annoying, you're you're now Connie Nation. Okay, so Ron, so Katie is annoying, so now you're Connie Nation. She's Connie. Okay, so Ron, okay, so I don't pick my own woman. That's you. So you pick my own woman for me. Is that right, Ron? Just listen, Sierra. I'm a Carly fan, but I gotta sit there and call it like it is, though, Sierra. I gotta call it like it is. Jason spent 2 years. What's good, Melly Bell? Jason spent 2 years of his life. What's good? Add to bank. Jason spent 2 years of his life away from his family to be with Carly. Drew decided to take a plea deal to go to jail for 5 years. Carly. Mr. Brennan, one of his first acts is to sit there and get Carly off of Rico charges. What the hell is wrong with these damn men in this show when it comes towards Carly? Carly's the type of chick that wants to sit there and act all big and bad, but yet she has other men doing all the heavy lifting for her. But she'll sit there and take the credit. Get the F up out of here. Just saying. Mm, mm. Very true, Jake Blue. Very, very true. Yeah, exactly. No, no, really. But to be fair, Sierra, it was more like it was filler. Sierra, it was filler. Mel says, "No, I'm gonna see it tomorrow, Kevin. I'm gonna see it tomorrow. I'm actually gonna sit there and try not to drink too much tonight. I'm gonna see it tomorrow. But yet I want to drink tonight. But I'm gonna see it tomorrow though. And Mel has good news that Linda as Kristen is back to reprise his role. Linda, I don't know who that is. Oh, the Sharon storyline. Okay. No, I know, Sierra. I know. I just, Ron says when Sheila baby is born, Albert should be her doctor, and she should breast. Ron, you and your crazy theories. And says Albert, I like how that judge handled John. LOL. You're silent now. Listen, this will be on the record. Yes, listen, that judge was not taking no shit. John was pissed. He was so pissed. Oh, okay, that's who. Okay, Kristen Camp. Okay, I haven't heard that in so long now. Thank you, Mom. Now DK says Carly is like kryptonite to men. She makes them weak and stupid. AJ, Tony, Jason, Sonny, Jax, Alcazar, Drew. Nobody really learns to stay away. That's very true. Janice says, will Will and Chelsea sleep together again? I think it's just a one-time thing. Now with Willow, and Drew, I think that's going to happen again. I think they're going to actually sit there and sleep together. I think that's going to happen again. Hi guys says, hey Melanie. Exactly, Jay. But here's the thing. I knew something was off when that guy ran to the court to talk to that prosecutor. That's when I knew. I was like, okay, something's up. When he was like, yeah, let's not agree with Diane. I think we should dismiss the case. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, what did you just say? Like it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm not drunk yet. So what did you just say? That's right, people. That is true. Yes, Ridge, Steffi, um, Miss Ron because she's like 70 something years old. I don't think 70 something year olds are sitting there breastfeeding anything, Ron. I don't know what universe you live in, but 70 year olds are not sitting there having children, yet alone breastfeeding. I know it's a soap opera, but it has to be somewhat based off of real life. Real life. Thank you, Francis. Zach Rumson that they're trying to sit there and say to Ron. Ron just lives in his own illusional bubble. But that's why he's my jester now. That's the reason why Ron is my jester. Um, Prejudice says Albert John and Ava's gonna have their day coming, playing with God with Sonny's life about his meds and being low dose, get the man back on the right dosage of his meds. I mean, they're gonna do that. They're gonna do that eventually. Um, but like I said, I like John. I like John. John's the type of person that comes in and takes no prisoners. He's not afraid of something, and you don't get that too often. Um, he's not afraid of Jason either. That spies on Brooke. Mel. Yeah, somebody else is meant there saying that Brooke and Bridge are gonna have a stalker. So Ron, my personal taste in women is my personal taste in women. Okay, that has nothing to do with physics and reality of a woman that can sit there and go to IHOP and get the early bird special. Should be sitting there actually having um exactly. Well, yeah, quite. Here's the thing. I get anomalies. I do, but like normally speaking, though, nah. Yeah, no, no. I remember you telling me that. Okay, I didn't know it was actually gonna be on that day. All right, well, thank you for letting me know. Okay, Ron, let's not make this personal. That's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna make this personal. So let's keep this about the soaps. I'll make this personal because I don't have a lot of patience when I'm sober. So Letitia was good. Francis, at first I thought it was either going to be um, Wiley or James. It was good, Letitia. I thought it was going to be either Wiley or James in the beginning. That's a good question, though, Francis. Exactly, Freddie. That's why I was like, let's keep it chill. It says I don't think Molly should back off because Kristina is definitely going to go to the courts while she is pregnant after. Yeah, I mean the thing is, they're both going about this in the wrong way, right? Because Kristina has been extra. She's been extra with this whole baby thing, and people are just saying, "Well, it's because she's pregnant and there's hormones and everything like that." But she's been wanting to keep that baby for a while. She's been too close identifying to that child like it's his. Okay, so and she didn't sign the damn papers. I don't. Here's the thing: Molly might have came at her in a sideways and very nasty, mean spirited way. But at the end of the day, you were going to sign the papers anyway. So what's the difference? Yeah, Molly and TJ definitely blew it out of proportion. But you have papers to sign. You're supposed to sign it anyway. So why does it matter? Um, TJ and Molly have just come across as insufferable. No, exactly, Lashanta. She did. TJ and Molly have been insufferable and just aggravating and very and definitely um, just difficult to sit there and watch. But with that being said, Christina probably has been probably Christina has been more out of pocket in a sense by not signing those papers. That's how I look at it. I got that music. That's just, I mean, Freddie said, yeah, a lot of times Carly doesn't pay for her crimes, but let's be honest, a lot of other, yeah. But here's the thing, though, Freddie. I respect what you're saying, but I don't like the idea of, well, other people don't sit there and suffer for their crimes, so why should you have to sit there and suffer for her crime? It's simple. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about Carly. Yeah, we could sit there and go down the block of every soap opera show that doesn't pay for their crimes. So it's good, Big Nate, but that doesn't excuse Carly from not paying for her crimes. They're just basically sitting there saying, well, everyone else does it, so if I do it, it should be okay. It's like, no. At some point, the buck got to stop with somebody. And I mean, here's the thing: I get that y'all are Carly fans, and that's the thing, Freddie. At the end of the day, I get that some people are Carly fans, so it's like maybe they just don't want to sit there and see it. I don't know, but and that's the thing, Freddie. And it's not you, but I know a lot of people will sit there and say, "But Sonny doesn't pay for his crimes, but Jason doesn't pay for his crimes." I don't give a shit about Sonny or Jason. The topic is Carly. When we get to Sonny and Jason for not paying for their crimes, then we'll sit there and talk about that. What's good, Jonathan? Now, as says Bobby came clean to Jada and Connie, setting him off with yes. Let's see if her plan buys her time. Yeah, because eventually she's gonna get caught. But I just what I don't understand is why did Jada reveal her plan that soon? Jada, you didn't have any actual evidence. You brought him in and then said, "Well, I felt like you stabbed rape because of a motive, and you took a shower." Okay, so a motive in a shower means that I did it. If that's all you really had, that's all you really had. You don't really have anything. Freddie says, Albert, I see, I'm a Carly fan, Albert, but I also understand what you're saying because stuff like this happens in real life all the time. Criminals get life sentences or getting off scot free. Yes. Um, I just, like I said, it's just one of those things where people sit there and try to point out like other people did this and other people did that, and it's like, yeah, but we're not talking about other people. We're talking about that person. Like if I talk about Sonny and somebody sits there and says, "But Jason didn't pay for his crimes," it's like, okay, well, I'm not talking about Jason. I'm talking about Sonny. Always stick to one person. I will be right back. That's a good question, Susan. How long will Nicholas actually be in jail? Still in the chat. We got 32 people in the chat. We got uh, 29 likes. So yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button because it does help. That's true. That's true, DK. And thank you, Queen Becky D. Yes. Make sure you hit that like button. Nope, I'm right here, Darby. Right here. Where's my damn music at? I know. I sat there. Was like Ed. I was like, thank the Matrix. Johnny finally got a job. Like, whoa, this might be interesting. Johnny actually, um, will actually be working. The sad thing is, I think this is kind of the problem is when you're rich. Is like you can always sit there and look at a situation like that and be like, you can always sit there and look at a situation like that and be like, um, you always sit there and look at a situation like that and be like, well, why does he need a job? Like, why does Michael need a job? Like, think about it. People sat there and said, well, at one point, Spencer needs a job. And I'm just like, why? He has money. He doesn't need a job. Spencer does not need a job. Um, Nicholas does not need a job. Like Nicholas on Young and the Restless. Victor's kids does not need a job. They really don't. Kyle doesn't need a job. Audra needs a job. Audra doesn't come from money, you know? And Audra will sit there and work for her money. I mean, yeah, she'll use whatever means or whatever, but she works for her money, you know? She's not like Teresa that just um is a straight up gold digger. I said the same, Jay Blue, I sat there and was like, I thought he was gonna be like, hey, listen, we're not off the hook. We don't know who um I know I finally saw it yesterday, Freddie. It actually looked pretty interesting. I don't watch most of the Jay's promos because I never know when they're gonna come on. But days I know when it's gonna come on. Shanta says Albert when Carly finds out Case on the premise, Abe might be out. Oh, that's very true. That's very true. Kick both of their asses out. I actually tell you the truth. LaShanta, I'm surprised that she didn't kick Ava out on principle. Yeah, but now, yes. Larry says sometimes you need a job more than you're rich because you need a focus to put your energy into. I guess. I guess. Maybe. I can see that being the reason. I don't know. I guess part of me is just like, oh, I had a tough day at the office. Well, I guess I can always quit since, I don't need a job, but okay. Where's my goddamn music at? Johnson says, will Jack take Kyle back to Jabot after his plan blows from his face? I think you should let him sweat it out but you saw Jonathan, you saw that scene. You saw when Jack laid into his ass. Ooh, that was fire. Bro, I think it was around 9 o'clock when I saw that clip. That was at work. I was like, that clip was fire. It's one of those things where it's like, Jonathan, when you see a scene like that, it's like It kind of reminds you, like, oh, that's Jack Abbott right there. Murray says, look at Spencer with all that money, and he had no plans, no focus for the future. I mean, I get it. I guess I get what you're saying. It's about focus. I can see that. That's a good point. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Derby. Susan, here's the thing. Susan, I'm gonna throw this goddamn phone to a fucking wall. Yes, and here's the thing, Susan. Um, I can see them trying to revamp Kyle, right? Because Kyle has been a very boring like Kyle with Summer. I sat there like, take those two off my damn screen. Like they're not doing nothing for the show. They're super boring. Why are they here, right? So they want to sit there and make him interesting. But this was not the way to go about it because now he just comes across as an entitled ass. It's like, okay, cool. I get it. You want to sit there and kind of give him a bit of an edge, kind of be a little bit more of a bad boy in a sense. Like, well, like I'm gonna sit there and disrespect mom dukes, pop dukes. I'm gonna sit there and bury your little company and everything. But he just comes across like this entitled, spoiled man child. Okay, when Jack said what he said, Kyle should have just walked out and got ready for his meeting. Kyle sat there, pouted like a 12-year-old little kid that just got his toys taken away and decided he wanted to sit there and start yelling at mommy and daddy and having a damn temper tantrum. Freddie says, Robert, Alexis already told Molly she doesn't want to get in the middle of TJ and Molly baby drama. Now TJ wanted to drag Alexis into it. Freddie says she was one of, yes, that's true, Freddie. Yeah, Letitia. Like I said, he just comes across as an entitled ass. Freddie says Albert Alexis loves her daughter, but this is something Molly and Kristina are going to have to deal with and sort this one out on their own. They're growing. Molly and Kristina are not little girls anymore. Yes. Johnson says, "Do you think Leo will find Connie in the room?" See, my thing is that if that happens, Connie may hurt Leo, but I don't think that Leo's going to get killed off. If that happens. Because I have to tell you the truth, he could just stay quiet. Oh, yeah, she does. He doesn't have a key to get in. So what's really going to wind up happening? All Leo can sit there and do is knock on the door, bang on the door a couple of times, and eventually he'll leave. Um, unless, like I said, he gets hurt, and then when Bobby comes in, when Bobby comes in, he gets hurt. So I think that's what wound up happening, if anything. Okay. But I think that's what's going to wind up happening now. But which rich people who have generations still need to know how to manage and invest it for themselves and future. Well, which Nicholas are you talking about? Jay Blue, you talking about the Young and the Restless Nicholas? I mean, I guess I get what people are saying. I get what people are saying about focus and structure and stuff like that. But part of it's just like it's like okay, it's like this damn job with Claire dealing with Summer and Kyle. I'm like, why are you dealing with those two? Like, Claire does not need to be sitting there dealing and putting up with Summer her BS. Cole was like, maybe you should take a step back. Claire, being the idiot that she is, no, I want to be with Harrison. I want to sit there and make sure he's okay. That's what you got Mom Dukes for. Why are you dealing with Summer her attitude? Nicholas Cass said, okay, Jay Blue. Well, here's the thing, Jonathan. Do you think that he has a point? The things he said, do you think that some of that stuff actually had a point? That Carly knew about this whole thing and um didn't say anything to Sonny, and maybe Sonny could have helped. Maybe Sonny could have. Same thing with Jason. He could have sat there and called. He could have sat there and tried to reach out and call Jason. I mean, call call Sonny for help. I mean, yes, I understand the reasons why he couldn't. But what I'm sitting there saying is that there's parts I can see where he's coming from. So I can see on some level, like, he's not, like, he may not be right, but he's not entirely wrong either. Like when Sonny said, "What's wrong with you people?" But Susan, I thought he was gonna sit there and say, like, "What's wrong with you people?" Like, who erased that? Who erased that recording? Yeah, exactly, Jay Blue. That's what I'm sitting there saying. Like, I'm not sitting to say he's totally right, but I got where he was coming from. As that, yeah, and it was great. It was great. It was great. I loved it. And like I said, this Molly with this backbone, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. She's out there. She was like, "Yo, listen, if you want those files, make a request." LaShanta said, "Would you trust Sonny?" If I knew he was on his meds, yes. If there's no reason not to trust Sonny. For all they know, he's still in his mess. Yes, he's acting a little bit off, but the point is, I can see him being upset. He could have helped. Who knows? Who knows if he could have helped or not? I mean, she had to sit there and trust Sonny with her kids, with Donna and stuff like that. So yeah, yes, right. I was gonna sit there and say that they're both. I don't know if he was in the chat before. No, they're both wrong. The problem is, Freddie, I feel Molly, TJ, or Kristina, or yes. But the thing is, Freddie, ultimately, it's Kristina. That's the bigger problem because she's not signing the papers. Like the thing is, at the end of the day, regardless if they stay together or not, you're supposed to give up this child. You're supposed to give up this child. So yes, while both of them are initially both wrong, and it's very hard to choose sides. Ultimately, she's supposed to give that damn child. Exactly. That's why I said Christina wants to keep the baby. So ultimately, because she's not signing the paper, she is the more wrong one. How does she? She keeps Nita saying, "Well, I got to protect TJ's. I got to protect Molly's interest in case TJ decides to take the baby." You think if TJ took the baby, let's just sit there and say they broke up, right? And the rights went to TJ. You sit there saying that TJ's not going to allow Molly to see the damn child? Like seriously. Has TJ ever really been that vindictive to the point where if they shared a child, that TJ can be like, "Nope, I'm not going to let you see him." Why? Because we broke up. Like, come on. Honestly, to tell you the truth, Christina's not even making any damn sense. None whatsoever. Letitia says, "I agree, Sonny. I agree with Sonny. Everything around was going on around him, but he didn't know anything. Is that's what I said? I can understand where they're coming from. I can understand where he's coming from. Duan, what's good, Duan? Exactly, as that's why I'm saying to say it doesn't make any sense when because she's trying to sit there and make it seem like, oh, I'm protecting Molly too. It's like, how are you protecting Molly? Like as said, TJ has been fair for her since day one. Remember, and Molly cheated on TJ with another guy under 24 hours. Under 24, exactly, J Blue. Under 24 hours, he forgave her. He forgave her. Point blank period. He forgave her under 24 hours. So well, you know why. You know why, J Blue? Because she wants to use that as an excuse. Christina wants to use maybe he'll be vindictive as an excuse to try to keep the damn child. Oh, Kyrie says TJ cheated on Molly too. Well, yeah, I mean the point is that he forgave her within the 24 hours. Under 24 hours, he forgave her. So the thing is, Kyrie, is that TJ's not vindictive like that. He's not. So Christina is what they use now. Whole I'm trying to protect Molly, and it's BS. It's absolute BS. So that's just how I'm looking at it. Yeah, but yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Yeah, 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 exactly, Freddie. Her excuses are just for that particular, for that in general. I don't know. His attitude lately has been suspicious. He's just as bad as his little. What makes okay? Carrier says, "I don't know. His attitude lately has been suspicious." Okay. I don't know. I just Jane, what's good, Jane? The recording is missing. I wonder who has it. Will they hold it over Carly's head in the future? Well, that's the thing, though, Jane. Could they sit there and retrial her for the same trial? Like, Jane, would not be considered double jeopardy? Lashanta says, Albert, did anyone hear Molly admit she had thoughts about breaking up? So Chrissy's not making things up. She's not. And the thing is, Lashanta, no, she's not. But regardless, even if they do break up, TJ is not vindictive. Not is not vindictive like that to sit there and just keep the child and not let Molly actually see that child. Ooh, that's actually very true, Jonathan. It's actually very true. But Jonathan, she already sat there and slept with Eric while she was married, so at this point, it doesn't really matter. But very good point, though. Essence of Christina would look stupid if this goes to court. With Christina, history and patterns of behavior, first high school sweetheart and a domestic partnership, even though it's not marriage to me. Freddie says after TJ cheated on Molly with Felix's sister 12 years ago, then Molly cheated on TJ with Brennan. No relationship is perfect, but then you learn to work through it. Yeah, maybe, Jonathan, but I mean, at that point, Nicole's gone, so it just. Curry says, well, playing devil's advocate, Kristina excuses are a bunch of BS. However, Molly and TJ have made it clear they plan on banning Kristina from the baby. So why not force their hand, get some visits in? I mean, this whole thing is stupid. I'm going to be honest. But like I said, both of them just come across as a pair of jackasses. Christina's wrong for snitching, trying to keep that damn child for herself. And, that's just the bottom line. People want to sit there and call it hormones or whatever. No, you just foul. You want that damn child for yourself. And that's exactly what Molly and TJ have been snitching their pair. Molly and TJ have been acting like a bunch of insufferable jackasses. So it makes it very difficult to sit there and root for either one of them. But regardless of how annoying they have actually been, at the end of the day, Christine, you have a responsibility to do the right thing, to do what you promise. And you're choosing not to because you want what you want. And everything that else that just Smith is saying does not matter. It does not mean a goddamn thing. You're wrong. That's the point. That's the point of it. Black Pink Me says, "Hey, Albert and everyone. I think Christina is now attached to the baby and doesn't want to get yes, yes, exactly, Black, exactly. Black Pink Me. Yeah, that's the truth of the matter. And yes, Freddie, and yes, Carries, they're all a bunch of jackasses. It's just they should be doing better." Johnson says, but if Polly does find out, I can see her lashing out at AJ for unfairly sending him to prison and for being the reason they were kept apart. Yeah, I can see that too. I can see that too. It's just it doesn't have the same impact. I think that's the problem, Jonathan. I mean, yeah, she can find out, she can be all mad and everything like that. Yeah, it would take, but it's just kind of pales in comparison. Yeah, and that's the thing, Jonathan. It's like they had to rush it. They had to rush it because the actress was leaving. So yeah, something like that should have dropped. And that's the thing. Something like that should have probably dropped out way before Gabby decided to say, "F you, Stefan. I'm gonna sit there and tell the truth because it's the right thing to do." Like, come on. Rashanta said the way they treated Christy and Molly talked bad to her sister. I wouldn't give her nothing. Oh, okay. Well, you'll be part of the problem then. Exactly, Duane. They both act like a pair of jackasses. Becky says everybody wants control over the situation that is something and a little bit confusing. Christina says she's given an egg for Molly. Now that's what she needs to have. Exactly. Yeah, and I agree with that, Becky. Trace says Gabby usually doesn't know the right thing if it bit her enough. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, though. I think what probably should have happened, like what Jonathan said, was that she found out about EJ knowing about the trafficking and not saying anything, which put Holly, which didn't help Holly's case. So that should have been the thing that should have broke the camel's back or whatever. You know, because think about it, they're going to Paris to sit there and get rid of their problems. What are they getting rid of? What are they actually getting rid of? Both of them are married. It doesn't matter at that point. You going halfway around the world to think that EJ is just going to eventually get bored and not think about y'all as much. So what are y'all never just gonna come back to Salem? That makes sense. LaShanta was still going with that. Andrea's still pregnant with their baby. I mean, listen, if that happens, then y'all can sit there and throw egg on my face. But until that happens, I don't see that happening. Oh, Petty Teddy, I like that. I like I like that, Jonathan. I call him Petty Teddy. I like that. Petty Teddy. Come on, Jonathan. Pretty solid with just Molly and TJ and Kristina baby situation. Is history repeating itself like that baby situation with Dante, Lulu, and Maxie back in 2013, which was over 10 years ago? Hmm. I think I took a break from General Hospital. When I came back. Yeah. But yeah, I guess you're right. Jonathan, where was you when I put him as Petty Betty? Oh, you know, Kyrese and LaShanta, I look forward to y'all proving me wrong. I do. I generally do. I look forward to y'all proving me wrong. I know that's something that Brock said, but I don't see it. But hey, keep hope alive, as they always say. Isn't that wow? Sounds like a sure thing. It's inevitable. Okay, it's inevitable. Hey, well, we'll wait and see. Just like I'll wait and see for my unicorn and my pony. But let's see. Interesting theories I got. I guess that is actually very true. You do. So, like I said, Kyrie, when you're right and I'm wrong, I remember you. I remember you sit there and say that, and you can sit there and you can have a good laugh. How about that? When that happens, I'm sorry. If that happens, because I'm not going with that. But if that happens, then we'll see. But I don't see that happening. And there's a lot of things I don't see it happening, but I'm not going to sit there and rain on other people's parades. We shall see. Island, what's good, my guy? God damn it. Darby says, but do you think when Gabby finds out about Ava and Stefan, she will have revenge blank with EJ and get pregnant by accident? See, that will be no, not with EJ. No, I don't see that happening. I think they generally hate each other, but it could because EJ's in a dark place and Gabby is super pissed off. So that can totally happen. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Island. Okay, what's good, my girl? I'm glad you're good. Yeah, I sat there and was like, oh shit, my bad. My bad. I am so sorry, Island. I'm so sorry. Harry says Wakanda get pregnant with AJ's baby. What the fuck? No. Um, I don't know, Carries. Have you seen any unicorns lately? Have you seen any unicorns lately? I tell you what, if you spot a unicorn, then I can sit there and believe that. Because I think that's what will need to happen. If you believe in unicorns, and I'll sit there and believe in that sentence. Johnson says technically, case is not an accessory to a crime. Oh, well, I think it's her personality. Well, I don't think it's just her personality. If we're going to be honest, guys, but I think it's majority of her personality is just fucking annoying. I mean, that's true, Kyrie. She's not Sheila, so I mean, she has a chance to get pregnant, but I don't think she has a chance to sit there and be with anyone because, well, she's just too damn annoying. You know damn well after going on with Sammy and Nicole, yeah, he's really gonna sit there and pick Connie. No offense to the actress, but I mean, come on. It's the same thing with your Tracy thing, Tracy and Nate. Like, why the hell would you sit there and be with Tracy? Have to be with so many damn hot women. Like, come on, bro. Johnson says because he now knows that Sonny's mess has been tampered with, is using the situation to his advantage. Okay, really? It's hard to sit there and say that because it's like he would. Um, I mean, that's like to say it's. I don't know if that would count as a. I don't know if that would count as an accessory. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I would imagine I wouldn't count as an accessory. It's like, yeah, I know you're off your meds, but it's like Darby says, even you have to admit, Albert, that EJ and Gabby. I don't know what chemistry is, but um, I would sit there and say that they're both good looking. I don't know what chemistry is, so but they're both good looking and they're both in a bad place, so I can see that happening. He says Albert years ago Maxie was with Spinelli. They were the bio parents to Georgie, but at first she wanted to give the baby to Dante and Lulu, and then after 3 months, Maxie wanted to keep the baby. Okay, so yeah, it is just like that. Okay. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, here's the thing, Carrie. So I understand the science about that, but I mean, I know that's a trolling comment that I'm not going to take seriously. But yeah, scientifically, yes. But EJ's not the only guy. We both know that. I don't understand why you keep like you're trying to push that. Scientifically, yes, it's possible, but pattern wise, no. Becky says Ava told Case that Sonny's off his meds. It's like aiding and abetting a fugitive. Really? But because he knows the meds have been tampered with and he's not reporting it. Okay. All right. Then that's the okay. All right. Now I understand what you're saying. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Becky. Hmm. I guess. I guess, like I said, Darby, I can see EJ already being in a bad place. I can see Gabby wanting some comfort. And although she does not like EJ, he's an attractive man. Um, so yeah, I can see that. Tyron G was good. Damn, bro, it's been a minute. How have you been? Yes, thank you, Freddie. Hit that like button. Yeah, no, it took me a second. I was like, okay, I wanted to sit here and try to follow your train of thought, logic wise. All right, now I understand. Hmm. Carrier says Kanye's not bad looking, and at least she would be totally committed to him. Unlike that unfaithful, disloyal Nicole, Nicole can't appreciate him the way Connie can. That needs to be a future thumbnail. All right, well, yeah, um, I agree with the second part. But if you know, here's the thing: if you like that pairing, then that's cool. If yeah, if you like that pairing, that's good. Um, so kudos to you for that, guys. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Kudos to you. Like, I know this phone's already like cracked up, but like sometimes when this shit just does not work, it just makes me so fucking angry. I'm like, God damn it. Curtis says, "I'd love to see look on your face if they actually begin." Listen, if that happens, um, then I know that Days of Our Lives clearly just stopped giving a fuck. I'll tell you that much, Kyrie. If that happens, that will definitely shows me that Days of Our Lives just stop giving a fuck. They didn't get so far, so it's like I try to look up something and it's just so goddamn annoying sometimes. Justice says not only could Kate lose his badge, he could be facing some jail time. Okay. Hmm. Now, Ireland says, why would Kate hate Sonny so much that he will forget about his principles? That's a hell of a backstory, I'll tell you that much. And some of that stuff I wasn't around for. Curry says, I still can't believe my. Yes, exactly. Listen, Kyrie's, you've been doing it up, my friend. You've been doing it up. So I'm super happy for you. I am super happy for you, my friend. I really am. Um, you got some really good numbers. So Days of Our Lives is clearly working for you. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like in some ways, like I might sit there and switch. Part of me wants to switch to Bold and Beautiful. The Bold and Beautiful is shorter, and the numbers are actually a lot higher. So I'm like, why do I keep doing? Um, why do I keep doing what you call it? Uh, it's like I click on it and it just swear, if I was more drunk, I would actually just break this phone. Johnson says the case is not about upholding the law. It's about, and yeah. Um, there's so many. Well, if I was more sober, I could probably sit there and give you a better backstory, but I'm not. So they have a long history, and the thing is, I feel like I wasn't watching back. Yeah, I was not. I was not either. I was not. I was not. I was not either. I was not either. But Island, from what I understand, that they kind of I heard they retcon some of the stuff. Why is it not like showing anything? Island says I was a baby then. Wait. I, I'm not gonna sit there and ask your age. Never mind. I know that I'm older than you. I know that much. Um, shit, I feel like there was some other stuff I didn't sit there and talk about. Okay, and that okay, Island. Yeah, that's pretty much the history of it. Wait, Island. Okay, part of me is like, I kind of want to ask you what your age is when you say you're a toddler. When you were a toddler when I came around, so like, what, like, I mean, Alyssa J was good, love. I was thinking about you all day when I saw the episode of General Hospital. As says Albert, my issue with Kristina's character is every time someone too hard on Kristina, they are told to back off, but Kristina needs to face reality. Her says never thoughts. Oh shit, that's what's up. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Alyssa. Oh, Alyssa, you should have been here early. I was going in on Carly. Ooh, Alyssa, I was going in on Carly like there was no tomorrow. People were giving me pushback and everything. I could have used your backup. I could have used your backup. Just trying to get better before this weekend. Oh, yes, your podcast starts, right, Alyssa? Justin says Connie isn't going to stick around long enough to have a relationship with anyone. Oh, I was going in. I was like, yo, where's my girl Alyssa at? I was being called a hater and everything else in between. Alyssa says, I bet they were defending. There we go. Oh, God. Alyssa, I missed your energy earlier. It's like Carly has some sort of pheromones where she just makes men stupid or something. And they just, okay, to the temp. Okay. All right. Chris says, besides one, the beautiful may be short, but it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Yeah, so I recommend sticking with days. We'll see. Well, thank you, Don. That's right. That's right, Alyssa. The Rico charges with the recording, it just disappeared. It just disappeared. It's just gone. So once again, Carly gets off scot free. Magic. Because that's just how it is in Carly's world. Have a good night, J Blue. Carly doesn't have to pay for a goddamn thing, and she's quote unquote that girl. Island says, I think that B&B is the worst soap opera. Well, that's true. But it's short and it's just But yes, the shot to say she is that. Yeah, she's that girl. She's that girl that gets other people to practically do her bidding, but then still sits there and claims that she's a top chick. Yes, no, you're right. You're right, Lashonda. She's that girl. She's that girl that acts tough, but everyone else does the hard work and the hard labor for her. But no, 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 no. She's that girl. Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Alyssa. But Alyssa, according to the Carly fans, she doesn't need to go to jail because I don't even remember the ridiculous reasons that they were coming up with. Harry says, I was so angry watching GHS stream, and according to Jim Rerun managed to put me back in a good mood. I'm mad I don't get my dreams. So like, yeah, yeah, no, she doesn't have to go to jail. Um, and apparently, according to some people, well, other people didn't pay for their crimes. So why should Carly have to sit there and spend time for her crimes? Well, see, that's the thing, Alyssa. Drew's, Drew decided to go to jail for Carly for 5 years. Jason spent 2 years away from his family to protect Carly. And I think Mr. Brennan decided his first act as the head of the WSB is to just make the evidence of Carly disappear because why should Carly have to sit there and face any sort of punishment whatsoever? Um, because it's just Carly's world. We just all live in it. Yeah. That was most of my rant, Alyssa. I mean, oof, I'm not gonna lie, Alyssa. I'm a Carly fan, but watching some people actually jump through hoops to sit there and try to defend that level of BS was just Lordy Lord Lord. Doherty says now that the blackmail's over, Jason will have to come crawling back to his second class kiss again unless Michael Johnson Donna doesn't need anything more. Yes, true. Okay, it's her world. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother to read the rest of that. But I mean I love Jess, but yeah. Becky says, "How is it Carly's fault that Jason?" No, no, no. It's not Carly's fault. That's the thing. That's actually true. That is not Carly's fault. That is Jason's fault. Thank you. Johnson says, "What on Jason? What on GH Maurice Bernard did an episode where he played his? What on GH Maurice Bernard did an episode where he played his MC his AMC character Nichols? Is I mean I don't understand like what's on GH. I don't get it. Well, thank you for the super chat, Jonathan. I don't get it though. I remember I saw like a what if little thing, but no, I don't remember that though. Angela says for one thing, she didn't move any products. No, she didn't move any products, but she did sit there and say she was the head of the correctors organization. See, here's my thing, Angela. Island says Carly is a spoiled brat. I like the actress, but the favorite of writing hurts storyline. Spencer and Joe was a good storyline, so the writers could make it work with Carly and Jeff. Yes, it could have. I'm trying to struggle to read that. Johnson says, "What on GH Maurice Bernard? Oh, what if GH Bernard? Oh, what if GH Maurice Bernard did an episode where he played his AMC character Nico Kelly? I mean, they're all in the same universe. So I can see that happening. Um, all my children and more like to live in all of them in one same universe. So technically, yeah. I mean, I don't know much about his character because I wasn't watching More Like to Live. Um, and I mean that's actually very true. Tyrone says, "Did my eyes deceive me, or did I see Jack get released from prison?" Nope, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened, Tyrone. No, and that's the thing, Becky. It's not. It's Here's the thing, Becky. It's not Jason's fault. Just like it's not Drew's. It's not. It's not. It wasn't Carly's fault when Drew decided to go to jail. What I'm saying is, Johnson says, "What if Maurice Bernard played his fault?" Okay, I mean, I don't know what his character was like on All My Children. I think that's the thing. So, like, what I will sit there and say about that, Jonathan, is that it's possible. Um, no, no, no. But Tyrone, the thing is that All My Children and General Hospital are in the same universe. So, like, what if they did an episode? I guess when he played that character, because it's possible. I will sit there and say it's possible. Freddie says, but Albert, who would took care of Donna? Carly did what she had to. I'm sure she didn't want her younger daughter being in foster care on Child Protective Services since Jason shot at the time. I feel like I need another drink after that. I understand why she did what she did, but the thing is, regardless of what the reasons is, even the best reasons, she still broke the law. Like we're talking about this like, but she did this because she had to. She did that because she had to. Carly married a mobster. Okay. See, the thing is about some fans when it comes towards Carly is that people like to sit there and go back to history that works for them. Carly married a mobster a bunch of times. You don't think at some point in time it's Nina's fault? No, no, Freddie, it's not Nina's fault. That's How is it Nina's fault that Carly decided to marry a mobster? See, I want to sit there and hold this up for a minute. Freddie, you're my guy, but I need to sit there and use you as an example. People don't like to sit there and go back to the history where it started. You married this guy multiple times. You knew that he was a damn felon. Okay, you know at some point in your time that you was going to sit there and get caught up in whatever it is that he was doing. We're not going to sit there and start blaming Nina. Nina kept Sonny in Nixon's wall for 6 months. But who decided to marry a mobster? See, you keep going back to history that works for you, for your narrative of why Carly should not go to jail. This isn't Nina's fault. So it was Nina's fault that she decided to commit insider trading. That was Nina's fault too, right? Nina's the one that pushed Carly into insider trading, right? I want to have you sit there and tell me how Carly doing insider trading and going to jail for that was somehow Nina's fault. Freddie says, well, Carly should be held responsible, so should Nina. She his Sonny existence. But see, again, we keep going back to the history that works for the Carly narrative. What Nina did to Sonny doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because Carly chose to go out with a mobster. Charlie, Carly chose to go with a known racketeering mobster that eventually she was going to get caught up in whatever legal entanglement that Sonny was in. That she was going to sit there and pay that responsibility. Her damn kids pay the responsibility just because Carly decided to be with a known mobster. So Freddie says Nina did it out of spite because of her temper tantrum. Okay, but Carly committed the crime. See what I'm saying at this point? I'm glad you're saying that because in a lot of ways you prove my point. So Carly commits insider trading, but it's Nina's fault for telling on her. Nina didn't make Carly commit insider trading, right? She didn't sit there and say, do. Okay, you're gonna commit insider trading now. That's not how that works. I just I don't understand how we sit there and pick and choose what history to sit there and follow. Like it's hilarious to me. But I'm glad that you're a good sport about it, though. Freddie. You're an awesome sport about it, and I appreciate you. Yeah, so listen, that's exactly what I'm sitting there trying to. Um, Becky says double standards are thick in here. Thank you. There we go. There we go. There we go. When everyone will sit there and read this, sit there and mentally think about that later on. Ed says, here's a history lesson. Carly married Sonny 5 times, had 3 kids, and let his adopted Michael and was okay with the lifestyle when it benefited her. Oh yeah. Tyrone says Poppy is using Bill. Don't tell her that yet. Yeah. Freddie says Nina didn't do it because it was the right. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing, Freddie. It doesn't matter if she did it because it was. It doesn't matter if she did it out of spite. Because here's the truth of the matter is, Freddie. Regardless if she did it out of spite, guess what? Carly still committed the crime. Happy night, Lashanta. Why are we ignoring the fact that Carly committed the crime? Here's the thing: if your enemy catches you slipping, your enemy catches you slipping. But the thing is, you still slipped. We're sitting there saying, well, Nina shouldn't have sat there and snitched. Okay, well, she shouldn't have, but she did though. But here's the thing though, Nina wouldn't have had anything to ruin Carly's life with if Carly didn't do the thing that ruined her life. But we just love to ignore that though. We love to ignore what Carly does because it's usually somebody else's fault. Somebody else did something to her, or like I that level of logic is just very interesting to me. 30 says Bill's using Poppy for blank too, but don't tell him that. I mean, let's be honest. Poppy is coming across as a gold digger, and Bill saw that for the first time. But he's going to let it go because he has a so-called daughter. So Becky says, too bad nobody cares about Nina's crimes and backstabbing over all the years. I mean, yeah, that's true, Becky. But regardless of the stuff that Nina did, we're just supposed to sit there and let Carly, like, we're not supposed to call out Carly for the stuff that she's doing, or Carly being in the situation that she's in. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, regardless of why Nina did it, Nina could sit there and be the bad guy in this situation, right? But it doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter because Carly still did the crime. It doesn't matter if somebody else would have sat there and said, okay, cool. I mean, also, Becky, the focal point about the question is really, Carly beat the charges. So we're talking about Carly finding ways to get away with things that she's done. Now, Island says, Albert, Becky, Sonny should have waited for the cops to intervene to arrest Julia. He didn't, and he ended up in Nixon Falls. Plus, he should have had a plan in place to protect his family. Sure. Johnson says, I can see GH doing a special week of showing with several of the cast members briefly across the road for other AMC roles. Yeah, I mean, if there's no buzz for it, then yeah, sure. Freddie says, yes, I understand Carly and Drew actually did commit the crime. See, and that's the point, Freddie. So when that's the thing though, Freddie. I'm not trying to sit there and stop on what you're saying. I'm asking to try and dismiss it. But when I hear things like, but Nina did this and Nina did that, it's like but it started with Carly and Drew. It started with Carly not listening to Drew or Michael when they both said, don't do this. What did Carly did? Oh, she did the exact opposite because she's Carly. Haven't I, Ed? Um, she did it because that's what she wanted to do. So it's like, I like Carly, I do, but I'm not going to sit there and be jumping out the window and trying to find little things and ways to defend Carly. Because at the end of the day, when somebody's right, I'll sit there and say, when somebody's wrong, I'll sit there and say that too. When people like to sit there and revise history, it's like, oh, you're not going to do that. Somebody in my chat, I don't exactly remember who, but they started trying to do that. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to sit there and say, but if this person did this, if that person did that. No, we're not going to the point of history that's convenient for you because you're a Carly fan. No, we're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to go back further than that. That's what we're going to do. Well, Alyssa, I appreciate you backing me up tonight. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Alyssa, I find it very weird that it's okay to point out Nina's latest crimes, like deleting footage of Charlotte committing crimes act, but it's not okay to point out Carly committing insider trading. I mean, to be fair, Alyssa, she did do that. She did do that, but um I didn't really sit there and get on that because it was more about Carly than Nina. You know me, Alyssa. I will go after both Nina and Carly with impunity. I just chose to go after Carly because she just beat Rico charges because yet another man decided to just take away her problems so she could sit there and try to play the tough chick from Florida that is that quote unquote girl. I like Carly, but nobody is spared the rod. So thank you, Alyssa. Island says, I like Carly, but I recognize that she's always a damsel in distress. Like that part of her personality needs to change. It's not all that interesting, guys. Alyssa, that's what I like about you. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you. You know me, love. No one is spared the ride. That's how I do it. Freddie says, you know what is also a little bit of Carly's fault as well. She was in love with a gangster for 25 years, stayed being in a dysfunctional relationship, so I'm not blind to it at all. Okay. I know, it's just, when we do these debates, sometimes I get into it. That's just my personality. So I'm glad you're able to sit there and rock with Wow. Okay, James. Okay, I see you. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate you. Thank you, my guy. Dolometics was good. Dolometics. Uh, Johnson says Lloyd Wright could also reprise a role from the former ABC soap opera Love It. Hmm. I heard of Love It, but I never actually got a chance to watch it though. Carlos says I like that about you, Robert. These characters can be crappy people. I mean, we would be friends with anyone on these shows. Yeah. Yeah, no, no, thank you, Arlen. Listen, like I said, I'm a Carly fan, but I gotta sit there and call out. I gotta call this stuff out. Gotta call this stuff out. Interesting for anyone that actually watches Cobra Kai. James just did an interview with um, Sean Caden, aka Mike Barnes. I was like, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. And that's the funny thing, Alyssa. She's nosy, but she is on point. So it's like we can look at Katie and be like, God damn, Katie, you are just annoying. Like, bro, you had your chance with him and you didn't want to be with him. So like, shut your mouth. But we also do know that like Poppy's up no good. So it's like, God damn, woman. Alan says, who would you be friends with on GH? Michael. I would be friends with Michael. Honestly, I would be friends with Michael. And you know what? I would be friends with Nina. I'll be friends with Michael and I'll be friends with Nina. Because here's the thing, I feel like Nina needs her Jason. And I thought that Curtis could sit there and fit that bill. That's not true, Darby. He has Chase. I think they're somewhat friends. Um, but I wish that Curtis would be that Jason in a sense for Nina. Like Jason is for Carly. Robert was good. Robert says Carly had paid crimes. She went to prison twice. She paid for her crimes. She went to. First of all, let's everyone say what's up to Robert. Robert's a new person in chat. Autumn says, "I do you think Brennan did all that just to see Carly again?" I think he did it to get something from Carly. I don't think that he did it just to see Carly again. Because actually, no. If Carly went to jail, then he wouldn't be able to sit there and see her that much. But I think there's more to it than just um, whatever sort of friendship that they have. Yes, let's everyone in the chat. John needs to go to jail. He endangered children. Okay. Name one and Josh don't count. Harlan says, Albert definitely not Jocelyn. She's selfish. She'll be friends with Trina or maybe Jason. He's pretty loyal. And let's say Curtis. Curtis can't even hurt a fly. He hasn't been defending Nina like that. I think Valentine. Okay, that's true. That's true. Never mind. I take that back. Okay. Oh no, listen. I think when I first saw them together, I thought that he could fit that bill. But no, you're right. It does feel like she should be confiding in him more. Yeah, that's what I thought initially. No, Alan, I'll be fascinated. I'll be fascinated. Because yes, Nina does come across as that Harris that would normally sit there and just kind of really dislike. But I feel like Nina would sit there and be worth getting to know. Nope, it is not Freddie. Well, Freddie technically a serial cheater, if we're going to be honest. Autumn says Michael and Chase going to have something in common real soon now because Willow cheated on both of them. They're definitely going to have something to bond over. But it's worse since she cheated with. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but see, that's the thing though, Autumn. I would sit there and look at them and be like, let's be honest, Michael. You got together with her when she cheated on Chase to be with you. So, like, I know that you're going to be upset, but I'm also just um, like you got together with somebody who cheated on somebody else. Not Portia, Alyssa. Though you want to be friends with Portia? Arlene says Albert. Oh, Nina has connections. Maybe I would try to be her friend, but it would be hard since she likes hearing herself talk. Sure. I feel like there's a real person underneath all the facade sometimes in Nina. You know. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah, that's literally what I just said, Freddie. He got together with Willow because Willow cheated on Chase with him. Yeah, is that yeah, and it's funny too, Freddie, because somebody said that a couple weeks ago. You weren't here in the chat, but somebody said the same thing. Listen, okay, so I don't know if you saw the episode, because I think you like Portia, but there was one point where Portia. I saw it out. Okay. Um, Dory says I would try to stay on the good side of Tracy. There was one point where Portia was coming at Laura for Laura's mess with the whole Heather thing, and Liz walked in, and then she got on Liz. Like she got in Liz's face. She was like, "Oh well, I know you're gonna sit there and support Heather. I mean, I know you're gonna sit there and support Laura with this whole Heather thing." And I was like, "What did Liz do?" Liz literally just walked in the room. She literally just walked in the room, and I just want to know if you saw that, what your thoughts are. because I know you like Liz and I know you like Portia. You know, it's actually funny. Listen, you know how I felt about Spencer, and yet that was a very rare time to actually defend Spencer when it came towards Portia. You know how I felt about Spencer. So it's like you know that Portia really got under my skin for me to defend Spencer on anything. Freddie says Liz didn't know what was going on. No, but that's I'm saying though, like no, she didn't know what was going on. But the thing is, Portia literally came at Liz's neck the minute that she walked into the room. Exactly, and for me, I felt like it was an out of pocket thing because I'm like, oh, you want to come at what you call it? That's fine. Exactly, let's. But that's what I'm sitting there saying. You know how much I don't like Spencer, so for me to sit there and defend Spencer, I knew that Portia was doing too much. Island says Portia has some integrity and she doesn't play about her family. She can be annoying though. Yes, she can. She can. Tammy was good. Was good, Tammy. But was good, Tammy. But yeah, I had a lot of fun since they're dragging Carly. Like I said, I like Carly, but I'm not gonna sit there and um I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat shit. I don't care who it is. Everyone gets the ride. Freddie says Portia was a loose cannon. I understand she doesn't approve of Laura hiding this case on Heather file, but she didn't have to be rude to Liz. But everybody else, I don't care about. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of Liz. I just felt like it was out of pocket for Portia to come at her that way. Um, but the thing was, Portia was really in her feelings. Like she came at Curtis for a hot minute, and then she realized that she was wrong. I'm doing good, Tammy. I'm doing good. I survived Tuesday, so I'm very happy about that. Even though I had a short day, it was an early day. Like it was a 4:30 in the morning kind of day. It was kind of a rough one. It was kind of a rough one. Autumn says even Weeping Willow, she definitely got going. Definitely gonna get the rod from Robert because when she gets found out, I'm not gonna feel sorry for her and Drew Long neck. Um, yeah, no, no. Listen, I will give both of them a smoke. Um, I know that was a no. I'm not. Yeah, Autumn. She's going to get the ride as well. you know how I roll on him. Freddie says, right, Albert was just said to Curtis she's not furious with him. She mad at the whole. The thing is, she wanted somebody to have her energy, and then she sat there and said that, well, you don't love Trina, so maybe that's why you're not so angry. And I was like, whoa, okay, now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much, and that's when Portia was like, okay, yeah, I might be going a little bit too far. I mean, the thing about Portia is that she bothers me, but she bothers me in short spurts. She bothers me in short spurts. Like with Portia and the Portia and the Lord thing, I'm on Portia's side. Um, she came at Spencer sideways, I wasn't on her side. She came at Ava sideways, I wasn't on her side. Um, but they generally like characters like her. Hell, even Trina at one point, maybe a couple of times I got annoyed with her. But Trina's a rarity that I would get annoyed with. I think that's mostly because they don't really give her much to do. So Freddie says Willa and Drew both gonna get the boot and get kicked out the mansion. I doubt that. Says Monica now has Michael, the head of the quartermains. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We know that's not gonna happen. He is gonna be pissed off though. He is gonna be pissed off. So the thing is, what's her reasoning for cheating? Like, is it just out of lust? That's the thing with Willow. Is her cheating just out of lust? Because they didn't have a fight. They haven't really been having any problems or anything like that. She's able to sit there and do this charity work because she is married to a rich man. No, no, but she's married to a rich man, so it's like this cheating thing just seems like it just comes out of left field. You're telling me that Willow has only has only been with that. That's what I'm saying, Eileen. I'm just like I want to know. I want to know the reason because it's not like she hasn't been around attractive men before. You know, she's been able to hold it together. And hell yeah, I understand that Drew did a lot for her. But I'm like, damn. So you telling me that anybody that does a lot for her, they just gonna sit there and just, you know, they're just gonna just have a good time or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, people. I don't know. But I'm gonna end the stream here. I do want to thank everyone for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for just making this an amazing live stream. I feel like I'm getting kind of sad. I'm alcohol is getting kind of low. I mean, it's kind of high, but it's still kind of low. I think I can probably get like maybe one or two more cups out of it. I don't want to go into the liquor store again, the wine store. But yes, I want to thank everyone for joining. I hope everyone has a great night, and I will see y'all back in tomorrow's stream. Have a good night, Susan. Have a good night, Alyssa. Have a good night, Island. Have a good night, Freddie. Have a good night, Dolomedics. Have a good night, Quiet Guy. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Blackmon. I mean, yeah, it's the whole thing is, Freddie. I get that. People. I think people mainly want to sit there and come at Drew because they don't like him. Yeah, cheating is wrong, and what he's doing is wrong. But let's not sit there and try to act like Willow isn't a part of this. Let's stop putting all the bag and all the blame on Drew, like Willow isn't a participant in this. Um, yes, have a good night, Tammy. Have a good night, Quiet Guy. Have a good night, Ronnie Ron. I know Mel is actually in Carisha's stream. So, have a good night, Robert. I think that's your name. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Freddie. She's wrong as well. Let's say it's Willow's fault, not just yours. Exactly. Let's say they both dirty. They both rotten dirty. Exactly. Listen. Johnson says, join us next time for another edition of Soap Chop without a Bostic. Good night, everyone, and hit that like button. Yes, hit that like button because it really does actually help. Seriously, it does. Um, yes, so have a good night, everyone. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next live stream. Laters. And Freddie says, I feel much better. It's been a while since seeing you guys. Yes, it's always good to see you, Freddie. You know, I know that you're going through it. Just know that we're always here for you. So whenever you want to come through and chop it up with everyone, um, just know that we're here. So Dominic says Willow's wrong, but I think it's part of her leftover grooming alpha male authority figure. That's nice. We're gonna talk more about that tomorrow because I feel like there's some holes in that, but I understand where the thought process is coming from at least. But yes, have a good night, everyone. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next session. Laters.